Hey, what's up everyone on Hookah Domain? This is Silencer. That back there is Cryptic Mac, also known as Tony.
Jeff.
Thank you, sir. Today, as promised, this is part 1 of a series of videos we are entering in the CocoNara video contest. Now, at first, admittedly, I thought that these coals right here may have been hype. And I said that in a previous video, I'll say it again. When I first heard that these things were, oh, they're the best natural coal ever, and oh man, you gotta try them, and oh god, they change everything, and I was a little skeptical. Because I thought, okay, it's a coal. How much possible impact can it have, natural, quick light, or otherwise? The end result is consuming shisha. Clearly I was wrong. Because when I got this little 16-piece set of these guys, just little tiny black squares, and every single one is exactly the same dimension, and I threw them on my stove for a while, and I said, what the heck, I'll give them a shot, and I put it on top of some Starbuzz, and I won't lie to you, as much of a proponent of quick lights as I was for the longest time, these really do change things. They are much easier to light than a lot of the other naturals I've had out there. I've tried Exoticas before, I've tried some Ramon Lemon Woods, I think. And I've used all of them before, but to one degree or another, they all have one fault. In some cases, the size isn't standardized, where you have to cut the charcoal to make it work. In some cases, it's the way it burns. It's a pain in the ass to try to light. In some cases, they just burn the hell up too quick. This one takes every gripe about a previous natural charcoal and makes it something better. I have a smoke hat. Now, this stuff is, again, really good, and the thing that surprised me the most was how easy they are to light. They are so remarkably easy. I mean, ordinarily with natural coals, you sit there, you turn the burner on, you just wait, and wait, and wait, and just wait for the thing to get a little bit red on the bottom so you can be like, oh, thank God, I can flip it to the other side and wait 10 more minutes. These, you don't have that problem. They ignite very quickly and produce some phenomenal results. I am using 3 of them on top of Mr. Wonderful, my 2-hose ice catcher hookah that I got from hookah-shisha.com. And it's impressive all the way across the board. Matter of fact, thanks, Tony. Bring these on over here. These are the 3 of them burning on my bowl at the moment.
Why don't you go show them how easy they are to ash?
Absolutely. Or the fact that they don't. One of the most important things to note about CocoNaras, there is no ash control for these. As you can see, I've had these going for quite some time now, and I am trying to chip some of the ash off of these. It's next to impossible because they don't ash. The whole thing, when it's burned, only produces about 4 or 5% ash per volume of the entire charcoal. What does this mean? What very little ash you will produce clumps together and goes right off into your ashtray with absolutely no problems. It is definitely a coal that is superior to almost every other one I've had, particularly with naturals. A couple important things to note. The company was originally based out of Lebanon in 2005, if I'm not mistaken, and that's when they first introduced them. And they have picked up such a huge buzz, not just from the internet, but from people who are legitimate and serious hookah smokers based out of the Middle East. Eventually, they became so popular that they made a distributorship here in the United States, which I believe is Master Sales LLC. You can order them from the CocoNara website. They're delivered right to your door. Really fast shipping as a vendor, and I'll say that also for them. But again, a couple of small interesting facts about them. They are made entirely from coconut shells and a small amount of vegetables. It's also important to note that because they are made from those things and the box is done entirely with recycled materials, not a single tree was damaged in the effort of making the packaging, the coals, or anything associated with these charcoals. Another one that's important to point out, some people, and again, I don't hear this often, but some people have said that some natural coals, when they ash in a way not identical to a quick light, but similar. In a sense that they produce a smoke, a taste, an ambiance. and it messes with the flavor a little bit. This stuff, not a problem. It produces nothing. I mean, it doesn't taste like anything, it doesn't smell like anything. It tastes exactly like the flavor of the shisha I put in there, and nothing else. Nothing else. Plus, the standardized size of the little briquettes I was just showing you makes for very easy to manage heat distribution. Very, very easy. So you don't have to worry about this one being a centimeter or two longer than this one and screwing it all up in the process, because every single one is cut to the same degree. Again, very, very nice charcoals. As far as the smoke produced, Tony, that's your cue, buddy. Show him something. This is what gets me, is the amount of heat these things kick off.
Well, that was...
Try again there, Tone. Nice clouds.
Quick side note, shisha, Starbuzz, pomegranate.
Ah, yes. We did stick some Starbuzz in here just to see what it would be like on a more moist sheesh. And it does a very good job of just melting it. Quick lights, I've noticed, they come off too strong, and in a lot of cases it's very easy to singe your stuff. With these, no problem. As long as you have decent airflow, CocoNaras will get you through every single time. Another important thing to note, the duration. Quick lights, a lot of them will say an hour on the advertising, when in reality you'll get 45 minutes to an hour. It kind of goes either direction. CocoNaras, now, if you read anything that they send you, they will say that they are good for up to an hour. That's not true. They're good for at least an hour and a half. I mean, this is like the third or fourth time I've used these CocoNaras on the bowl, and the duration is insane. I mean, these three pieces that we have going here, at this point, have been going for about an hour, and you saw the size of them a minute ago. They hadn't gone down in the slightest. Very impressive in how long they last, how well they burn, the fact that they produce no ash, and if you're environmentally friendly, they didn't use any trees to make them. All in all, a very, very fine product, and did I mention, they are cheap as hell. They are really easy to pick up. I was surprised when I saw the price, especially after I used these things. Phenomenal charcoals, and I won't even bother giving it a rating. I'm going to say this. CocoNara has successfully switched me off of pretty much every single type of natural I can think of. They're great, they burn really well, they're really easy to use, they light phenomenally, they're made from coconut shells, which I was shocked by, and all in all, they are a product that I would strongly recommend anyone on Hookah Domain, even just picking up a 16-piece box and trying it. Now, that said, this was part one. So, to everyone on Hookah Domain, stay tuned, because we have another one we shot a ways back that we're not quite done with yet. But in the meantime, 10 out of 10, excellent product. Tony, what you got?
Peace sign.
Sweet. Rating?
10.
Beautiful. I'm Silencer. That's Cryptic Mag, known as Tony.
Jeff.
You guys take it easy. And while you're at it, call that guy up. Later.